Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the farm. I'm in my brooder shed, and we have had tragedy strike the farm. And it's my fault, y'all. I believe I narrowed it down to why it happened, but it's a big loss, and it is heartbreaking. So we just had 10 quail hatch, and I had them in a brooder out here in the brooder house. Similar, well, this is the brooder I had them in, and I had a good setup, but I made a big mistake. Everything was copacetic. They were good until this happened. Let me turn you around and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now these guys are the bigger quail that are ready to go out, and we're going to get them moved out today out of this brooder. But I had this type of waterer in there. Let me grab that waterer. This is the waterer that I had in there, and they kept making a mess with this. And so to keep them dry, I kept adding wood chips like this right here, and they were dry. But what I failed to recognize is by adding the wood chips, this was getting shorter and shorter. This is the heat plate I had them with them, and it was working. Everything was good, except I caused it to be too short for them to get under. And night before last, we dipped into the 50s for the first time in quite some time, and they could not get underneath the heat plate. And I believe that is why we lost all 10 of those young quail. So they could get under the heat plate. And if you haven't raised quail, they grow pretty stinking fast. So they start out smaller than a quarter, and within just 2 or 3 days, they're more than double that size, and they keep growing. Well, when I kept putting that wood chips in the bottom, it made less and less space underneath that brooder board, and I didn't raise the legs. I should have been raising the legs, and it's heartbreaking. I lost all 10 of those chicks, and it just kills me, those quail chicks. So hopefully I'm putting out the good and the bad, everything that happens on this farm, whether it's my fault or nature or predator or whatever. You have loss on the farm, y'all, and sometimes it's the farmer's fault. This time, it was my fault. Y'all don't hold it against me. I hope this helps somebody that may have a similar situation. If it ever arises, you will be able to see this, and it'll help you avoid it. God bless y'all. We'll see you again on the next video.